that Trilogy, as well as Bureau Veritas, and I don't recall USW, but they were supposed to review every single thing regarding Panther Hill Apartments, the gates, and Campus Edge. They were supposed to review and come back to you all and say, we saw this. This means this, that, and the other. So my thing is, why are you all lollygagging? This should not be a it's been a year. A year. I stand up here every single meeting. I come from my job to make sure that you all are taking into consideration the lives of students. Did I really have to sit up here and tell you that my father fell from the 3rd floor? The 3rd floor, because they didn't build a step right, and all of a sudden you don't understand what they asked you for? I am done being nice. I'm tired of it. I will continue to come up here until you all do your job correctly. I had a young lady message me today with mold in her room, and they had the nerve to paint over it. This is not from last year. This is today, 2019, September. These people are scamming you. Writing her check and scamming you. And you're sitting up here letting it happen. And then want to know why students come up here mad. How dare you? And when I come up here and talk, you all have the nerve to sit here and look down. So now I understand why you look confused. Because you pay no attention to people that come up here and have concerns. Real concerns. I'm not talking about people just coming up here and say, well, I don't like paying this amount of rent. I'm talking about mold growing, people getting sick in the hospital. And y'all are sitting up here talking about you don't know what somebody asked for. I sit here every meeting taking notes. Do you not? Obviously not, because you don't understand what they were supposed to do. He was here and he said, yeah, we can do that. I remember. So all of a sudden, we don't have a report. Why? That's what I want to know. There's no reason why we shouldn't. So what are you all going to do? I want that answer right now. What are you going to do? Are people going to have to still deal with this in the next years to come? Or are y'all just going to sit here and actually do something and stop looking down? Can they answer me, or they just got to sit here?
We're going to answer this conversation, so after you get done.
I'm done. I'd like an answer.
So, Mr. Mayor, what we asked for was actually in the minutes of October 26th, which today is September. So today is September. Sorry, it was in October. So what we asked for.
We're not in October.
August, my bad. Hey, good stuff. Good. All right, so August 26th, I made the motion that was seconded by City Councilmember Randall, that building permits and certificates of occupancy for Panther Hill, the gates at Prairie View, and Campus Edge be brought back to the City Council by city engineer or building official for final approval. Then also, Councilmember Jones, motion that was seconded by City Councilman Brian Rogan, that Trilogy Engineering, Building Inspector Bill Veritas, USW review documents for compliance on Panther Hill Apartments, the gates at Prairie View, and Campus Edge Apartments, and bring back written report. City Councilman Rogan wanted the time frame to bring back the reports in 30 days. Motion passed. Yes from City Councilman Randall. Yes from City Councilman Rowland. Yes from City Councilman Jones. Yes from City Councilman Ms. Wendy Williams. So, Mr. Mayor, I know how we just tried to separate our item, but knowing the importance that this project and the development, even on good or bad sides, we we asked for documents, and all we wanted to do is make sure that before we lift the moratorium, that the people that's on the city payroll, that's why it was important for us to get Trilogy Service Engineering to come in, so that way we can have our own engineer, not having an engineer go in and to review this project on behalf of the city, go back with USW, Bureau Veritas, as well as them to bring back a report for this city council meeting. It says to discuss and take action on the 30-day written reports from Trilogy Engineering, Building Inspector, Bureau Veritas, and USW, review documents for compliance on Panther Hill, the gates at Prairie View, and Campus Edge. That's basically wanting us to have this conversation, dialogue, upon the report, and which was brought back. And also, Mr. Mayor, as we just stated, that we as elected officials can call someone and ask for them to be of service to us or to see if they would do it. When I called Mr. Underwood, I asked him, has he started, I think probably about 2 weeks ago, I called him.
Yes.
And he didn't start on this project because he wasn't requested to start on this project. Then that October 26th, in the minutes that we just read, we requested you that day to go and ask for the people that are on the city payroll to go and just do the services. Because look, if the reports come back fine, and guess what? The reports come back fine, and at the end of the day, the city can save themselves. But right now, we continue to leave ourselves out in the open by not allowing the people that work for us to do what council has requested for them to do. And so my question to Attorney Sarah is, being that we requested, and we just went through this whole sequence of requesting the mayor to do something, if he failed to do so, our second option then goes to ask the mayor pro tem to fulfill those duties, and which was requested by the council, right?
So what you would really do is make a motion to make a determination that the mayor has failed to act
Okay.
in regard to that matter.
All right.
In which case you would then be invoking the right of the mayor pro tem to act on his behalf to
All
this
right,
failure.
so my motion would be that I move that the mayor failed.
Well, you'd need a city council finding that he had failed to act in relation to that,
So the finding is that we don't have a report.
that the mayor
Hold on
has.
just a second. We've got a gentleman who was, according to Ms. Jackson, at the meeting. He's representing Trilogy. You spoke with him, he's looking at this, he's heard this.
Yeah.
Mr. Underwood, let us hear from you,
So,
and council can do.
A few items here is, we, Trilogy Engineering, didn't think we were authorized or have the authority to go to Bureau Veritas directly as a vendor of the city to another vendor of the city to request documents from that vendor. So we did not act on that. We did have a meeting set up with the mayor for last week to have a discussion about this, and a meeting with U.S. Water and us and Bureau Veritas. The tropical storm, or whatever the storm was, Imelda, wiped that meeting out. That meeting has been rescheduled for this Thursday, where the three groups are gonna get together to talk about these items. But obviously, the council meeting is today, so that meeting is not gonna occur until Thursday.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Councilman,
So, again, I talked to USW. They didn't even know about the agenda item number 14 in reference to their role. We've prolonged this over a year. All we asking for basic reports and we can't get it. What is the motion that needs to be? We've asked time and time again, we've asked for Bureau Veritas to come in front of us. We've asked for, last time we were trying to give a time frame. We gave the 30 days thinking in good faith that we would have a report, and we don't have that. And so, is there a motion that needs to be made for council to, you said, what is the motion, Attorney?
If you are looking to utilize that section of the charter, what you would want to do is make a motion to make have a council finding that the mayor has failed to act in relation to the obtaining of the reports within the 30-day time frame. And then you would follow it up by authorizing the mayor pro tem to act on the mayor's behalf due to your finding that he failed to act. That's a legislative decision by the council.
I'll move to say that the mayor failed on the findings of providing council the 30-day written reports from Trilogy Engineering, Building Inspector Bureau Veritas, and USW, review documents for compliance on Panther Hill Apartments, the Gates at Prairie View, and Cambridge Edge Apartments.
Second.
Okay, it's been properly moved and seconded that council states that the mayor has failed to act on the 30-day written reports from Trilogy Engineering, Building Inspector Bureau Veritas, and USW review documents for compliance on Panther Hill Apartments, the Gates at Prairie View, and Campus Edge Apartments. You've heard the motion. You ready for the questions?
Question.
Okay, I just want the record to be real clear. Mr. Underwood, representing Trilogy, just shared with you all that a meeting was set up to do this, and it was canceled due to bad weather, but I am perfectly okay, notwithstanding that Councilman Rowland, or whomever, council elects to do so, follow up on item number 14. We've had Bureau Veritas here numerous times.
Question.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Councilman Randall.
I move that we task Mayor Pro Tem to take action on the requesting 30-day written reports from Trilogy Engineering, Building Inspector Bureau Veritas, and USW to review documents for compliance on Panther Hill Apartments, the Gates at Prairie View, and Campus Edge Apartments.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that Mayor Pro Tem Rowland be tasked to, on the request for the 30-day written reports from Trilogy Engineering, Building Inspector Bureau Veritas, and USW review documents for compliance on Panther Hill Apartments, the Gates of Prairie View, and Campus Edge Apartments. You've heard the motion, ready for the questions?
Question.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. New business, or we going into executive session?
Can I get a point of clarification?
Yes.
And is there a meeting Thursday, or do I?
Well,
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, there'll be a meeting Thursday, just tell me the date and time, I'll be there, and I'll be quarterbacking that item.
Hold up.
Had
We
you
got,
had you not
Counsel?
moved something down to under 14?
No,
No, before the before that, something
No,
else.
they tried to move,
No,
they
they
tried
tried.
to move the budget.
Oh, gotcha, okay.
So we have the executive session, and we go back after. Okay, we're just going to, okay.
So just for the record, can we restate that you are going?
Notice is hereby given that the city council reserves the right to meet in closed session on any agenda items should the need arise, and if applicable, pursuant to chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code, consultation with attorney.
Second. No, sorry, I think we